Paul, tough match today, our man of the match, but what's your thoughts on the game?
It's a hard-fought draw. We've got a replay, so we'll take them back to Falkirk and hopefully do the job back there. Pitch was very difficult to play on today, so really in the grand scheme of things, a draw on that type of pitch, the way the game went, it's a good one, and then we'll go back in the replay.
How disruptive was the wind in the first half as well, playing against that?
Yeah, it was a bit difficult, to be honest. I mean, on the pitch you hardly felt any wind, but obviously when the ball went up you could see that it was catching, so that was difficult to handle, but I thought at times we played some alright stuff. We cut them open, and I think overall in the grand scheme of it, I thought we maybe deserved to sneak the win.
Is that a good yardstick for us in terms of what we're hoping to achieve this year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, you can see how they play. They just get it forward and look for their wingers and try and back it up. But to be honest, in the grand scheme of it, I didn't think we were really that under threat from them. To be honest, I think we handled it as a team. I thought we defended well and we handled their threat. And like I say, on another day, maybe one or two of our efforts go in. I think the goalie sits on one of them, and but.
The thing as well is, I mean, you mentioned the kind of handling their attacking threat. To my recollection, Robbie didn't really have much to do today.
No, I think Liam Cracks asked him after the game, "Did you have a save?" And he no. So that in itself is a good sign. Like Robbie not having anything to do, that shows that we're defending as a back four and as a team we're defending well, which is what we need to carry on doing.
I thought in the first half, Arbroath were sort of using the physicality to maybe to kind of win that battle in the middle of the park, but the longer the game went on, we seemed to cope with that more and more.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the early stages of the game, didn't know a huge deal about them. I mean, obviously Lee and Cracks, they tried to give us some footage on them just to get an idea, but obviously not playing them week in, week out, it's difficult. But yeah, I thought we didn't start sluggish, but not at all. But we played ourselves into the game, and I think the longer the game went on, I think we were the better team.
And as you say, potentially another day, one of those chances could have hit the net.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Aidan's had a couple of efforts. I think the goalie's made a good save and palmed it out. Maybe another day that comes to one of our boys and tap it in. The goalie sat on another one of Aidan's efforts. There's a few others that we can talk about that made the goalkeeper work. So yeah, it's
an extra game on the fixture list. Of course, it'll congest things slightly, but day off training.
Yeah, but it's we're full time. We're full time professionals. This is our job. We're fit enough to cope with that, because in the league that we're in, there isn't any midweek games. So yeah, we'll be fit and raring to go for that game.
A good thing to get it over and done with quite quickly. We're hearing it's going to be a week on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think that's what the gaffers, they said that in the changing room afterwards. So yeah, that's fine. We'll look forward to that.
And now that you have had the chance to see Arbroath in action, hopeful of the second leg?
Yeah, I don't see why not, especially taking them back home. Get the ball down on the plastic pitch, move it about quick, and yeah, exploit where we can. I think we showed that we can exploit gaps and weaknesses in their defence today on that pitch, which was difficult to play on. So yeah, we'll look to do that in the replay.
And just finally, Paul, it's Forfar, I believe, back at the Falkirk Stadium next week. Can we go and take the 3 points?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's ultimately what we're looking to do, is take 3 points in every game. And if we can take the 3 points in the league, that just keeps that momentum going, and we keep building on it. Hopefully, for the run into the end of the season, that is what we're looking to do.
Here's hoping we can. Paul, as always,
cheers.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.